All right, y'all. She dumped her poor ex 4 years ago. Now he's rich and she's begging. He brought his fiance.
我当时只考虑自己的感受，我没有考虑到你的感受，我跟你分手了。但是你痛苦的同时，我也痛苦。我今天之所以有勇气和你表白，就是因为我后悔了。我只是想跟你道个歉，至于你接不接受我，结果我都已经不在乎。
The girl sobbing uncontrollably in the video is named Yining. 4 years ago, right after graduating from university, Yining and her ex-boyfriend Xiaolei fell victim to the infamous post-graduation breakup curse. 4 years later, Yining still couldn't let go of her ex,
They got a breakup
so
curse?
she came to the show to try to win him back. But unexpectedly, when she revealed the reason behind their breakup, everyone was stunned.
我们俩是在大学的时候在一起，刚刚毕业，什么都没有，没房没车没存款，很多同事都是男朋友开车来接，然后每次回家都是他骑着自行车带我回去。当时就觉得心里面
就是不想坐在自行车上呗。
反正当时心里面酸酸的，觉得我父母对他不是特别满意，所以就想让我们分手。
As Yining recalled the past, her voice choked with emotion. But the words she used to describe her shared memories with her ex sounded unusually cold. Though one might sense that at the time, she was torn between her parents and her boyfriend. In the end, she chose to abandon Xiaolei for a better life. She gave him freedom, and gave herself a chance to chase something better. When he learned that she wanted to break up, Xiaolei recognized his shortcomings and begged her not to leave. He asked her for some time, promising he'd succeed and give her a good life. But Yining had already made up her mind to leave him. So after hearing the reason behind their breakup, the host immediately grew upset.
其实我觉得你最残忍的一点不是说物质和现实的问题，是你1个月都没等他，刚毕业就分了手。
Just as the host said, how Yining completely disregarded their past relationship and ended things for the sake of vanity. A woman so cold-blooded does not deserve forgiveness. But in
And you knew Buddy coming fresh out of college wasn't gonna have a bunch of money. But I'm telling you, bro, if you ain't got no money, bro, like don't even date, bro.
response, Yining offered this explanation.
如果你们的父母以死相逼，或者是如果你跟他在一起，我就和你断绝关系，谁能承受得了这一切呢？
In Yining's heart, she also felt she had been wronged. In the eyes of outsiders, she was the kind of woman who'd rather cry in a BMW than laugh on the back of a bicycle. But in fact, she felt forced. She didn't want to blame her parents and have outsiders accuse them of destroying a relationship. So she found an excuse to push Xiaolei away, hoping to spare him from her parents' disdain. She believed her intentions were kind. But thinking about it carefully, her story is full of holes. If she really loved Xiaolei, she could have discussed it with him. They could have worked hard together to gain her parents' approval. Or at least pretended to break up to appease them, then reunited later. But she never tried any of those things. Instead, she chose the most hurtful way to push him away. Now she hides behind her parents to cover up her own vanity. It's truly speechless.
相对于物质的选择物质就好了，相对于纯情的找纯情就好了，怕就怕又要物质又要纯情，这最难办了。我觉得他属于这种。
The host's words were sharp, but Yining didn't seem to understand the deeper meaning behind them. If she was so ruthless back then in leaving Xiaolei, then why is she suddenly confessing to him now? Wasn't she the one who looked down on Xiaolei's abilities? Wasn't she the one afraid that being with him would cause a rift with her parents? Now that 4 years have passed, is she no longer afraid? Or is it, just as the host hinted, she only came back now because Xiaolei has achieved success, and all the past hardships no longer matter to her?
就在前不久，我们
That right there be the worst part. Like when you ain't got no money and you down, bro. Like nobody really want to rock with you like that. As soon as you're successful, the level and type of women you could get is completely different. Like, and then it's like I said, it's a double-edged sword because to find somebody that you could build with from the ground up, that's tough. That's rare as a unicorn. And we in a day and age where niggas want money, man.
我们公司调来了一位新的部门经理，我真的没想到居然就是他。我觉得 这就是缘分。我觉得4年前放弃那段感情太轻易了，他现在什么都有了，我觉得我父母不会再反对我们了。
Facing everyone's questions, Yining admitted that the once penniless Xiaolei had now returned with great success. He now had a house and a car, and had even become her superior. Now the two of them work in the same company, and often cross paths. Though their relationship was awkward at first, after a while, Yining felt that if their reunion wasn't arranged by Xiaolei himself, then it must be fate. Fate, wanting them to get back together. But after so many years, had nothing really changed between them?
有，只是相亲对象而已，但是没有谈恋爱的。
没有一个好的吗？
最后的这个条件很好。
那怎么没在一起呢？
本来之前我们是订婚的
啊，
因为前2个月在公司见到小雷之后，我可以放下一些东西，然后重新和他在一起。所以我也是为了上这个节目把婚给退了。
你把婚给退了？
对。
你们订了婚吗？
订婚了。
Yining's words shocked everyone. At first, some people still sympathized with her and thought she had been caught in a difficult position 4 years ago. But once she admitted she had recently broken off an engagement, everyone realized she was truly cold and heartless. It became clear that Yining is a selfish person. But just because she's willing to throw others away for her own benefit doesn't mean others are the same. After all, hasn't Xiaolei dated anyone these past few years? Or even if he has, does Yining not care and still wants to take him back?
他对我很好，我记得有一次他送我回家，之后一直等到我到楼上把灯打开之后他才走，然后给我发了一条信息说每天工作不要那么辛苦，我真的很心疼你。
Talking about Xiaolei's recent behavior, Yining was full of confidence. Since his return, no one at the company had heard any rumors about him dating anyone. After asking around, everyone said he didn't have a girlfriend. Combined with his occasional concern and kindness toward her, Yining was certain he still had feelings for her. She figured maybe he was just too hurt from the past to make the first move. So she decided to break the ice and confess her feelings, hoping they could rekindle their love. But the host beside her seemed hesitant. Would Xiaolei, the man she once coldly abandoned, come to the show and accept her confession today?
They say even the host was mad why she broke up with him. Who that?
After a short wait, Xiaolei finally arrived.
Nah, they dunked on her, bro.
Just as expected. What Yining didn't expect, however, was that he was accompanied by a woman dressed in white. Who was she? What kind of relationship did she have with Xiaolei, that he would bring her to this kind of occasion?
大家好，我叫小雷，这个是我的未婚妻。
大家好，我叫小娜。
今天我来其实就是想和伊宁把话说清楚，因为
你说清楚干嘛要带人来？
因为他之前给我打过一些电话，然后发过一些信息，然后我未婚妻都知道，所以我来这儿就是想把话和他说清楚，然后也让我未婚妻放心。
Once the two stood on stage, Xiaolei introduced his fiancée, Xiaona, and explained his reason for coming. To make sure Yining didn't misunderstand anything, Yining actually understood everything the moment she saw them walk hand in hand onto the stage. But she still refused to accept it. As the tension grew, the host asked if their meeting had been arranged or just coincidence.
你去他们公司是你选择的，还是公司工作安排？
这是公司上面的一个内部调动，然后遇到伊宁，我也觉得挺意外的啊。
Faced with the host's question, Xiaolei openly said their reunion was coincidental. But that made it even harder for Yining to accept. She turned her head and wiped away tears. So, if this was really a misunderstanding, why didn't Xiaolei clear it up earlier? Why bring his fiancée on stage to crush her? Was this his revenge?
因为伊宁总是跟小雷发信息，挺暧昧的，已经影响了我们之间的生活了。所以我。
Oh, so she was trying to get my son back. You realize you lost a good one. You broke up with him. You really was probably messing with another dude. It didn't turn out to what you thought it was. You was messing with the dude that didn't want you. Now you want to double back because you want to get your placeholder boyfriend back, but it ain't happening because he done leveled up, homie.
过来也是希望能就是
好
让
捍卫自己的爱情。你为什么一直不告诉他你有女朋友呢？今天这样给他带来一个如此大的意外。
我之前也有给过他暗示，但是可能他没有理解到吧。
你给过他什么暗示啊？
就是一些我现在已经有女朋友，而且生活的挺好的。
我从来都没有感受到过。
Xiaona said she came because Yining's behavior had already started to affect her relationship. She wanted to see how her boyfriend would handle things and protect her love. As for Yining's misunderstanding, Xiaolei said he felt helpless. But seeing how sweet the two of them were together, Yining still couldn't accept it. She couldn't believe someone who didn't care about her would treat her so tenderly. But Xiaolei explained.
我觉得没有问题，因为你作为一个上司，你去关心下属的话，如果你不关心他，他怎么会努力工作呀？
上司对下属的关心更多的是对他生活当中的照顾。你伤不伤心啊？你身体舒不舒服？没有谁说心疼这两个字的。
如果一个男人真的不喜欢一个女人的话，他没有必要大费周章的去对她好。如果只是朋友的话，如果只是上司的话，真的没有必要做那些让别人误会的暧昧的举动。
Yining believed Xiaolei was deliberately misleading her into thinking there was still a chance. But Xiaolei explained it was just out of consideration for their past, and as a superior. Not anything more. However, anyone with eyes could tell. If he truly had no feelings, some of his words and actions were very suspicious. No wonder Yining misunderstood. The relationship expert on stage couldn't take it anymore and called him out.
对于一个心胸狭窄、一个不大气的男人，一个喜欢报复一个弱女子的男人，离开他是你人生最正确的选择。
The expert's words left Xiaolei visibly ashamed. So when the host asked again whether his actions were out of revenge, Xiaolei paused and then admitted. Yes, maybe a little. This instantly shattered Yining. She could no longer hold back her emotions and cried out.
我跟你分手了，但是你痛苦的同时我也痛苦。我没有办法忤逆我的家庭，我也没有办法说服自己说将来你会怎么样，我也不知道我们将来会怎么样。可是现在我觉得我真的错了，我当时不应该那么轻易的放弃你，我只是想跟你道个歉，可是没有想到我们4年的感情，就算我们只是同学也好，我也觉得不会到今天这个地步。我不知道你心里到底在想什么。我为了你，我婚都已经退了，我得罪了我的父母，我得罪了那个男人，我现在把我所有的对爱情的这个仰望都放在你身上，然后你今天告诉我，对不起，我只是让你误会了。
Yining's tearful regret moved everyone on set. But for a man with strong pride, the wounds from that breakup were deep and irreversible. Everything she said today was too little, too late. Xiaolei's calculated revenge, while petty, could also be seen as Yining's just deserts. Still, they once loved each other. Seeing Yining hurt so badly, Xiaolei couldn't help but feel a little guilty. So he apologized too.
依宁，我觉得你千万不要激动好吗？如果之前我做的一些事情
I mean, at the end of the day, my son kept his cool. He didn't overreact. You doing all this crying on stage, but you the one that dumped him. You feel me? You only crying because he rich now, because he got money now. Yo, this is dead like them Reddit stories I be reading, but in real life, China got it going on.
对你产生了一些误会，我在这里向你道歉，真的对不起。但是我真的不是有心的。我觉得咱们之前的感情是很好，但是我现在已经找到我想要的幸福。我今天来这儿，也就是想和你说，希望也能你自己找到属于你自己的幸福。
On stage, Xiaolei sincerely apologized and wished Yining well. Yining, however, kept quietly crying. No one knew what she was thinking. Once a loving couple, now complete strangers, full of resentment. No one knew what to say anymore. But everything must come to an end. What would Yining do next?
我觉得没有什么想说的了。
那你接下来想怎么安排自己的生活和工作？
我会辞职，这段感情因为他放下了，我可能心里面还需要一些时间。
那你准备逃到哪里去呢？
不要见面就好了。
那说明你还没放下。
慢慢会好的，4年都过来了，没有什么的。
In the end, Yining brought closure to their relationship and misunderstandings. She said she would try her best to move on and live her life seriously. But in my opinion, what she needs more is a proper value system. She shouldn't be too focused on short-term gain. She needs the courage to not only share wealth with a partner, but also to weather hardships. Only then can she truly find happiness.
This love entanglement that spanned for years, who should truly be blamed? Was it Yining, who chose to give up because Xiaolei was poor at the time? Or was it Xiaolei, who now brought his fiancée?
Man, you know dang well it's Shorty's fault. Stop playing with us, narrator. Like this Hunter x Hunter or something, he want to narrate.
To publicly fight back. Some say she deserved everything that happened to her. After all, she was the one who put reality ahead of love first.
Facts, it happens to dudes all the time. If a dude swerve a good girl or cheat on her, whatever you want to call it, it is what it is if he lose her. Ain't nobody feeling bad for him. That's his fault. He should have knew what he had.
But others believe Xiaolei knew clearly that she still hadn't let go, yet chose the cruelest way possible to shatter her illusions.
That's a flex ball.
Wasn't that too cold? In this back and forth of breaking up and reconnecting, we saw selfishness and also unwillingness. We saw regret and also the cost. In relationships, there's never a standard answer. Only one choice after another about whether it's worth it. Do you think Yining truly deserves forgiveness? And did Xiaolei really win in the end? Whose side are you on? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. I'd really love to hear what you think. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.